So I call this plan Project Garden, for reasons I will explain later. But for now, let's do a quick recap. Imagine a world where conscious zombies rule. The way they came into power is very much not important. Perhaps an outbreak brought them into existence, and they eventually regained consciousness in their new undead forms. But they still crave human flesh. Again, it doesn't matter. They are here now and are growing in power. This is actually a great position to be in, for a few reasons. Firstly, the world is overrun with your kind. Yes, there are still many other humans, but they are losing the war. You and the other zombies, on the other hand, have the ability to gradually rebuild society. In other words, you and others like you don't need to start from scratch. Moreover, you can reuse weapons that already exist. You can simply exist within a world that has been abandoned. The way you obtain more civilians is through scouting from more in the wild or turning humans to your side. This society can really work. There is one issue though: food. The only thing that satiates your hunger is human flesh. But within your society, your numbers keep rising. You could hunt more humans, but when you go out to find more, you never seem to be able to bring back enough to satiate everyone's hunger. So, how about this? You create human farms, places where you can keep, ration, and experiment on humans as much as you can. Maybe you could learn how to make them more beefy so you have more to eat. Or maybe you could create farms where you can reproduce and create more livestock. But even then, I don't really know how they would really agree to that. I mean, you don't have to make them agree to anything. If you wish to control a population, go for the children, not the adults. Give them a place where they can grow up believing that being food is their only true purpose. And there you have it, a working food system. Well, there is only one other major issue, a question that will plague society for a very long time: the population question. It's well and good that you're winning the war because this means you gain more citizens, but the population will plateau hard one day. I mean, there are only so many humans who exist. If you hunt them all into extinction, then, well, your population growth ends with them. You are the undead, therefore, all your organs are dead too, so you can't really make your own children. Moreover, your existing population will naturally die out sooner rather than later. The rate at which corpses decompose changes depending on the body and the environment, varying from a few years to a few days. We have implemented some methods so our bodies last longer, such as staying out of the sun, sleeping in coffins, etc. But at the end of the day, dead bodies rot. So if you let a dead body move for long enough, the dead flesh will just slip off by itself until all parts of them decompose and die. Again, as much as you hate to admit it, you need the humans. You need them not only for food, but also for sustaining your population's growth. So what now? I do think there's one thing you could do. You could tell the humans your situation and come to a sort of understanding. But I highly doubt they would ever agree to that. From their perspective, we only want them alive so we can kill them later. No, I don't think telling them the truth is the right angle. How about we manipulate the narrative? We begin a secret plot against them. As it currently stands, humans are dying out fast. So let's change that. Let's make sure to get out of their way. Tell our own to ignore them. And if some outsider undead don't, then, well, they might need to be taken care of. The entire point of this is to give them enough time to bolster their numbers while making them think it's their own efforts contributing to that. We give them enough time and space to make more humans. This may require them to rebuild a semblance of a society, but we can work around that later on. In the meantime, we keep slowing down the amount of humans we hunt, and when they have reached a large enough population, we attack. We make more of our kind, we take a few for the farms, and we let enough of them live so they can regroup and recreate a new city all over again. We can implement this plan on several different human settlements all across different time periods. This way, we always have a new batch of humans to hunt at different times, like having different set of plant seeds so we can harvest them later, like a garden. With this plan, we can solve our civilization's major problems, allowing us to prosper for decades to come. Life on Earth could look really similar to what it was before, with jobs, entertainment, schools, but made specifically for us. Yeah, this can work. It'll be hard, but it can work. Right?